Hi, my name is Beck. Welcome to my YouTube video. And today, what I'd like to share with you is the second set of 5 strategies out of 10 to improve your open rates. Now, in a previous video, and there'll be a hyperlink to that video below this video. In a previous video, I talked about the first 5 of 10 strategies to improve your open rates. Well, in this one, I want to talk about the second 5 strategies to improve your open rates. And what are these 5 strategies, second set of 5 strategies? Well, I'll mention them real quick and then I'll go through them individually. Number 1, it's preset the preview text. Number 2, write clear and clickable subject lines. Number 3, keep your emails concise. Number 4, include one call to action button per email. And then number 5, add alt text to all your CTA images. Well, let's look at each one of these individually, okay? Well, what's the first one? Well, the first one is preset the email, preview text, okay? And what does that mean? Well, email clients like the iPhone Mail app, Gmail, Outlook will display the first few lines of text from the body of your email alongside the subject line. Now, this is also referred to writing above the fold. Maybe you've heard that expression before. In other words, it's the text preview of the content inside your email. The exact amount of text shown, again, depends upon, the email client, user settings, and things like that. But but use it to provide a short, to the point synopsis of what you're offering, what you're promoting, what the body of your email is talking about, and keep it to 50 characters or less. Now you can also add a hyperlink to your offer, a downloadable file, and so on in this area. But it's that one area, it's that one bit of text that people see, underneath the subject line before they click on your email. It's kind of like the preview of your email. So that's the first thing you want to use. Now, when you don't set the preview text, the client, the email client will then automatically pull from the body of your email, which not only looks messy and it can be random, but it's also a wasted opportunity to engage your audience. So you always want to make sure that the first couple lines of your email are included in that, what you want to talk about is included in that preset of the preview text, okay? That's number 1. What's number 2? Well, number 2 is clear and clickable subject lines. Now, this is a big one because you want to write clear and clickable subject lines. Speaking of the subject line, your marketing emails, they have a lot to compete with in recipients' inboxes. And the best way to stand out is to write compelling, eye-catching subject lines. And to entice your readers to click, make sure your subject lines are clear and understandable, fewer than 50 characters, so they don't get cut off, particularly by mobile devices. And another thing is use language and messaging that target your buyer, your avatar, that your avatar is familiar with and excited about, and then include verbs and action-oriented language to create a sense of urgency and excitement, and and include an exclusive value proposition like 20% off this new ebook, or so people know what they're getting. And by all means, this is a big one, avoid spam words like cash, quote, free money, save. Avoid those in your subject line, because a lot of spam filters will catch those phrases in your subject line, and your email will automatically, boom, end up in the spam folder, and your recipient will never get to see it. Also you can add a time element for urgency, if it applies. This is a time-sensitive offer, or something like that. Sometimes using the first name in the subject line can be very effective as well. I would go ahead and test this and do an A/B test, see how it works. That's another strategy you can use in your subject line, making it clear and a clickable. In other words, which encourages the reader to click on your email. All right. Well, what's the third one? Well, the third one is keep your emails concise. Keep them emails concise. I don't know about you, but when I get an email that is 20 paragraphs long, I fall asleep. I don't, I mean, these long emails that are, again, paragraph. I don't have time to read all that. So I generally, I generally do not read those. Because, keep in mind, everyone's busy and their inbox is already full. Why add to the problem with long-winded emails? People generally like short, concise, to the point. All right, what is this email about? Why is this person emailing me? What do they want? What are they offering? What are they talking about? Boom, 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 boom. Make it very short and concise. And again, I don't like emails that are 2, 3, or 4 paragraphs long, that don't have any valuable content but are full of fluff. My product is so good, I mean, who cares about your product? Focus on what your subscriber, your prospect is looking for. Focus on what they need, what they're looking for, and again, keep it short and to the point and concise. All right, and this is a real big key. And to keep your email short and compelling, write your email like you were having a conversation with somebody. How would you talk to someone if you're sitting down and having a cup of coffee with them? You don't. I don't like being in conversations with people that are long-winded, where it takes them 20 minutes just to get to their point. All right. Well, you should write your emails the same way. Get to the point. Tell them, and how it's going to benefit them. Focus on them, on the reader, how it's going to benefit them. All right, well, what's the next one? The fourth one is include one, not multiple, call to actions. I've seen some emails where, they'll have multiple calls to action throughout the email. To get this in, click here. Blah, 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 blah. This is a great offer. Click here. Well, which one do I click on? Granted, all of the click here's may go to the same email address, but it's very confusing when you have multiple call to actions throughout your email. Make it one call to action, and you want to place your CTA, your call to action, in a location where it's easily visible and where it makes sense for someone to click on it. Quite often, you'll see call to actions at the very end of the email. So jump on this opportunity right now by clicking on the button below, and that's all. And and depending upon your email, what you're promoting, the style of your email, it might make sense to put your call to action at the beginning of the email. Again, and this is where A/B testing also comes into play. Where's the best location for your call to action? But only have one call to action. Confused people don't click on emails, all right, or click on links. If they're confused, they're not going to click on your link. Make one call to action. And then number 5, this is great. Number 5 is a point that a lot of entrepreneurs overlook. Add an alt text to your CTA image. Like if you've got, a button that says click here or sign up here or something along those lines, you want to have a clickable hyperlink, which is an alt text to the CTA image. Because sometimes, in emails, the images don't load. But if you have a hyperlink in place of the image, that will work too. The image is better, but in the event where emails don't, load the call to action button, it's good to have an alternate text, which is clickable, which is a hyperlink, in lieu of the image not loading for whatever reason. Now, you can either edit the alt text in your emails tool, rich text editor, and generally it's, you right click on the image and edit away. In many email interfaces and whatnot, that's how you would add the alt text, where what you want to show in case the image doesn't load. Or you can manually enter it into the HTML editor of your email tool. Now, below this video, I will show you a typical text of HTML text that you would utilize to put an alt text for your call to action image, and I'll have that below this video so you can see it for yourself. All right. So that those are 5 again. Those are the second 5 out of 10 strategies to improve your open rates. And if you got value out of this, please, by all means, leave a comment. I really do enjoy reading your comments. And if you got value out of this video, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There will be a button. Let me kind of show you here. There'll be a subscribe button. It looks sort of, there we go. Looks like this here. There'll be a subscribe button like this, which you'll see down here in the bottom right hand corner. And again, if you got value out of this, if you'd like to learn more strategies, more insight, more tips on how you can build your business, how you can become the absolute best entrepreneur you possibly can be, then go to this link right here. Now, this link here will be a hyperlink below the video. Go ahead and check it out. Now, this is not an MLM. It is not an income opportunity. It is not a bait and switch or some software where all you have to do is run it on autopilot and the money will start pouring in. No, it's none of that nonsense whatsoever. It is a training hub, a training center that will help you to become the absolute best entrepreneur you possibly can be by providing tools and insight and strategies, again, that will help you to be your absolute best online. So go ahead and check it out. I think you'll find it very, very useful. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, again, by clicking on the YouTube button, like right here. See, it'll look something like this, and it'll be down here in the bottom corner somewhere. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for watching. Please leave a comment, because I do respond to all my comments, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks so much, and you take care now. All right? Thanks again. Bye-bye.
You've got mail.